LeBron, you guys played a solid game all the way through, with the exception of the three-point line. You guys struggled with just 26%. What were they doing defensively to cause you guys so many problems?
I don't think we played a solid game all the way through. We had a lot of mistakes, and they took advantage of it. Obviously, a three-point shot is a big thing for our team, and tonight they weren't there. No one had it going. We had some really good looks. They didn't fall. We just got to do a better job executing in the next game.
If you guys could both address this one, your priority during the season was to be healthy for the playoffs, not the number one seed. Toward the end, Indiana almost fumbled it away. After a game like tonight and your recent struggles in this building, do you guys feel a little bit of regret that you guys weren't able to claim that number one seed?
No. Everything happens for a reason. They played a good game tonight. They got game one in their building, and we take nothing from what they was able to accomplish today. So this series is so much more basketball left. These are two teams that can win in both arenas. So not at all.
LeBron, what was the breakdown defensively?
A little bit everywhere. They got some threes early on. Our pick and roll coverage. Had a lot of breakdowns, including myself. I broke down a few times defensively. And we allowed them to get into the paint. They shot 37 free throws. To our 15. Which is definitely something that we can't duplicate going into game two. But we had some breakdowns. Throughout the game, and that's what resulted in us losing this game. But as a veteran ball club, we will, watch the film and break it down and be, better prepared in game two.
LeBron, normally your team in the playoffs, especially, is really good in pick-and-roll defense. You kind of touched on it. Is it something that you all have to go back and watch film and try to figure it out, or is it just instinct?
No, it will be. It'll be a little both. Just because you watch it on film don't mean it's going to be exactly how you want to play it. So you got to be able to read and react and adjust it as well on the fly. But, I don't think, going to game two would be more mentally and prepared for their actions and have a game plan of how we're going to cover their pick and rolls. They did a great job, with their pick and rolls, either, with Roy setting it or with David setting it and exploited us.
Yeah, besides cleaning up the pick and roll defense, what are some of the things you guys feel like you need to do in game two to even this thing up?
Well, the game's still so fresh. It's too hard to really just say, well, we need to do this better in game two. We need to evaluate our mistakes and things we did well in game one first before I can say what we can bring to game two. Tomorrow will be a game. Will be a day where we, watch film and start to prepare for Tuesday.
LeBron here on the other side. Going with Shane instead of Udonis, which I think you guys had spoken about was possibly more likely, put you with the four a little bit more. Against this physical kind of team, considering the success you had with UD in the last two games against them, one, were you surprised by the lineup? And two, how does that change the dynamic when you have to go a little more at the four and when you play smaller against them?
I wasn't surprised because Spo told us what the lineup was going to be, so we wasn't surprised. Obviously, it's a very physical front line, and it's going to have to be a collective group. Not just one guy or two guys. We all have to get down there and help one another out. They out-rebounded us by 9. So we got to do a better job of that. So we will see. We will make adjustments, and we'll be a better team in game two.
LeBron, following up on that, how did you think that the small lineup at the start affected the team?
We just gave up too many points in the first quarter. George Hill, we let George Hill get into the real good groove to start the game. And from that point on, they hit 30 on us. We just broke down defensively. We had a couple breakdowns, a couple miscommunication errors, like I said, which we will clean up. And, they took care of business game one, and we'll figure it out going into game two.
Dwyane, what's made this? You guys have certainly been in this kind of situation before in the finals and the Eastern Conference Finals. How do you guys move on from here, and what's the key to making the adjustment to getting back into a series like this?
It's easy to move on from it because you understand we're a team to understand where we lost the game at. It's hard to make, the correct adjustments, in the middle of it when it's going on. You can make some, but it's hard to make, everything you need. But we will. And like you said, we're a team who own up to the things we need to do better. And, I believe the things that we didn't do great today, we'll do better in game 2, and then it'll be another challenge. So, like I said, this is the first game. They drew the first blood. And, we got to come and figure it out. We are a confident team. We feel that we can win here. But, we have to play a lot better on the defensive end of the floor, to be able to do that.
Dwyane, when your offense staled a little bit, the team's offense staled, you got in and you got in the paint with your floater. It's been, you're illustrious for it. Is that something that you have to just continue doing as the series progresses?
Well, we need to, touch the paint. We need paint points. We need myself, LeBron, especially, and Mario to attack the paint to be able to open up our shooters, so they can get into a better flow, better rhythm. And I was just, that's all I was doing tonight, just trying to be aggressive, have some opportunities, and just try to take advantage of it.
Dwyane, do you feel that Lance gets a little bit up for the challenge of guarding you and going against you? And how do you think that matchup played out tonight? I would hope so.
I did something right in my career. We matchups in this game. I don't know the percentage of time we was matched up on each other, but Lance is a competitor, and I'm a competitor. So I'm sure we both enjoy it.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, guys.